have a list a mile long of things that I've been working on as far as content goes to post, but somebody sent me something yesterday that made me really mad, so we're talking about that first.
I am starting a new job on Monday, and it's a teaching job, so the kids are going to call me either Mr. or Mrs. Jamie. It depends on what I want, but I, as a non-binary being, I don't know what to pick. I feel like Mrs. would be easier for the kids, but Mr. makes me feel better, but I also kind of want to try mix, but I don't know if the kids can do that. I don't. And then what do they do when they ask me if I'm a boy or a girl? I'm not. I don't know. It's young kids. My class is...
Hi, Jamie. I don't even know if this is still relevant to you anymore, but I wanted to talk about it. You aren't the one who made me angry. It was all of the people who were reposting your original content, which I unfortunately cannot find. It's the people who are making fun of this clip that are making me mad. So we're gonna talk about it. So first of all, good luck in early childhood. It can be very rewarding. It can also be very, very difficult. And not always because of the children. Oftentimes it's because of the adults that you work with. So we'll start with that. Second of all, I have to praise you for being aware that gender identity is not an easy topic to address with young children. I've seen a lot of posts from people who don't really care. They want to be identified as what they identify as, and that's not always appropriate for young children. You're working with 4-year-olds, that may be okay. By the way, this goes for anybody in this situation, not just Jamie. For young children, the younger they are, the more concrete everything has to be. So when it comes to gender, obviously the most concrete is what is observable. So what is observable is the differences between a boy and a girl. That's not being sexist. It's not being discriminatory towards non-binary trans individuals. It's simply that children are not developmentally able to understand that yet. In the same vein that if you ask where they live, they're probably going to identify their city. They have no idea what the US is. They have no idea what state they're in. They know what is immediately observable to them or what they hear their parents say. So the city they're from. So praise to you for understanding that it's not that easy to address that topic with children. Second of all, I think mix is a perfect, title, especially with 4-year-olds. I'm sorry, I say a lot. It's a bad habit. Mixed Jamie is just fine if that's what you feel most comfortable with, but make sure you stay consistent. What you don't want to be doing is swapping your title constantly. As far as if they ask if you're a boy or a girl, I would say be honest. I was born whatever you were born as, but then also explain that you feel different. I think at 4 years old, they're old enough to start being able to have those conversations about identity. They're getting into the stages of understanding their own identity, so it's perfectly acceptable to start to address those topics with them. I think you're very aware of why this is difficult, and I think it's great that you are coming into the classroom with an open mind, and I think the kids are going to be really lucky to have you as a teacher. So good luck. I am so sorry for the people who have been absolute assholes about it. You deserve to have a voice. So yeah, good luck.